Diddy even got off for 2 of the 4 charges.
Is he off, or is he like is waiting to see a charge?
Okay, so he was what? It was 6.
4 main ones.
But
they rolled those other 2 into the record.
But it was 6 of them originally.
But he still get charged though, right?
He only got
waiting. He's waiting to get charged.
He got found. He's waiting to be sentenced.
Sorry, right. Sorry. Yeah.
He was only found guilty of 2 of them.
Yeah.
Right, but like
the 2 smallest ones.
The 2 smallest ones.
Yep.
But people are talking about time served, and like maybe like the rest will be.
See, that's the question.
Okay.
I mean, that's the discussion.
Yeah.
We're okay. One, the prosecution did horrible. I'm gonna look at the camera so y'all can see me. I don't know what case they thought they had, but they didn't present the evidence to convict him.
It turned into a bashing of like showing like Cassie and how she like, you know, talked bad about Diddy. And I mean, the thing is, it's like they were in a toxic relationship. I don't condone violence. People don't need to be hitting each other, but they try to make it seem like, in so many, from my point of view, she provoked him. Like, it was like she provoked me to do all this, and it was like, you know,
and that's the thing. He wasn't even on trial for that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, they were trying to like make it, because you know that was the big name that, you know, when she got this stand, and they were like, well, we're gonna try to make it seem, put her in a bad light, and it's like that wasn't even the purpose of all this. And I hate that turned into that, because every juror on that stand, there's no way that you don't know who Diddy is. And you can be sworn to secrecy and all this kind of other shit, but once you get into the actual rooms and shit, you know who that is.
So after following that,
and then the jurors is already talking. Jurors is doing fucking shows and shit.
After following the trial, it was crazy, because even if Diddy, I said it was definitely his idea to have the freak offs, but for Cassie not to want to do them, they were able to provide text messages of her and messages of her to the escort, like setting them up. Yeah, man. Like it wasn't even him setting them up every time.
But the thing about that is,
again, not saying that she wasn't manipulating.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they did what they did was a good job of trying to paint her also as a cold, toxic person. But my thing is, he ain't on trial about that, right? Like, he still drug her down a fucking hallway, threw a vase at her head.
But he wasn't on trial for that.
He wasn't
on trial for that.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, they were trying to like big this up to be like, yeah, well, I know he did all this shit, but look at what Cassie did. It's like, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? So,
well, they basically did a great job of saying Diddy can't be the ringleader and forcing Cassie to do this. Mm-hmm. If Cassie is without messages from Diddy, messaging the sex workers and setting them up herself. Like, Diddy didn't set them all up. Like, and I didn't believe it at first either. But they brought out messages.
Yeah.
They got her saying like, I can't wait to do the next freak off too.
They got messages of Cassie. And again, we
understand how people can be victims.
That does not mean that she wasn't.
Everybody don't understand that.
But I guess nuance matters, and you cannot read nuance in a message. That does not mean that she wasn't coerced or manipulated into doing it. Mm-hmm. But the fact that she was setting them up too didn't look good for the prosecution, because Cassie wasn't on trial too. If they were co-defendants, that would have looked great.
Where was those guns at that they raided out of the crib?
They found guns?
I don't know if they
I thought they just found a crazy amount of like.
It was guns with serial number shaved off of them and everything.
Oh shit! I ain't see that. I don't remember that part. I remember a crazy amount of like drugs and baby oil. No. But it was like drugs and baby oil. That's how they found.
They went for racketeering.
Yeah.
And
but I mean, at the end of the day, like, you know, he's been in jail for how long? A year?
No,
not quite. Yeah.
It'd be a year in September.
Damn, really? He's been that long? Mm-hmm. Well, okay.
Not even 10 months then.
Yeah. So he's been in jail for under a year, right? The talk is it may get time served and probation, right? But then also there's other talks that this judge is like, nah, like we like.
That's the thing. The judge, people don't understand that judge. You don't know how.
Like that judge, like, nah, I'm trying to, like, we gotta set an example, right? You here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So That's the part that's kind of got things going
So
crazy.
there's minimum and maximum sentences. He can only do the maximum
of 10.
of 10.
But he can do 10 for each too.
So that's 20.
He can make them like yo, you have to serve them back to back.
Yeah, he can
like that.
Might not make them concurrent.
Yeah. Any time in jail, like it's just you
and
know
that's
what I'm
why
saying?
he don't because they said he's been super fair as a judge. Like he let the defense get some stuff off, the prosecution get stuff off. His main thing is like, hey,
So
man.
I thought it goes like obviously y'all don't know shit about courts like that, but I thought it's the jury that says, hey, not guilty. You know what I'm saying on these charges. But the judge gets the final decision on those two.
On the time.
On the time.
That's why they say you got to vote for your judges because you know that they're doing bad sentences.
The black judge, ain't it?
I believe he is.
Yeah.
But if you get certain sentences, like for instance, like back in the day, you would get sentenced more for crack cocaine than you would go than powder cocaine.
That shit was crazy.
And that judges could have the principle to be of like, well, it say on here, I can give you 10 to 20. I'm gonna go and give you 20.
Correct.
This nigga's in jail for weed, dog.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's a whole
Yeah,
other story for another day.
but the thing with this judge is that they said that they don't know where he gonna move because he didn't let him get bail. But then he let like the defense get like something off like as well for like when he could be sentenced. Like they wanted a speedier sentence, so they moved it up to October.
Well, I mean, I'm sure
So it's like everybody he's giving people their way.
He's been
either side.
He's been thus far a very fair judge.
His main concern was he said at the beginning that I was reading was he didn't want to be a mistrial on his watch of somebody being to come back and being like the judge messed up all this stuff. This is going to be a mistrial. Because it's not a good record on a judge for a mistrial.
I told you all
did.
When the defense
you did.
When the defense said we don't even have to bring nobody out, that the prosecution did not, within a burden of proof, prove that Diddy was guilty of all this. I say he probably not finna be found guilty. Mm-hmm. Nobody believed me. My law and order law degree came in handy. Been watching Law and Order for a lot of years.
My Law and Order.
Yeah, man. Shout out Stabler.
When the defense don't want to bring nobody out at all, when the defense like, nah, we good. The defense rests and nobody talked. The prosecution did a bad job.
Even if he gets off though, for Diddy's sake,
he written out medicine. Okay, I'm making a prediction again before you say this. If Diddy get off and don't get time served or a little bit of time.
What's a little bit of time in this scenario?
2 years, something crazy. 2 years. Plus time served, so that's a year.
So
anything more than 2-3 years, 5 years is a long time. Even if you get,
people are gonna keep talking about Diddy after year 2.
Yeah,
2 years. He gonna
actually in jail. He got to do some shit like R. Kelly and do songs for birthdays or something over the phone or something. But if Diddy get like 2 years, they having a party.
I mean, but the thing about it is, it also comes.
I didn't say they're not gonna have a party,
bro. People, when Diddy was found not guilty of them 4 charges, it was people outside pouring baby oil on themselves.
But those are degenerate niggas. We're talking about like people. People with money that have stuff to lose are not gonna. Be this party.
Listen, the world is more degenerate than not.
I didn't say it wasn't. I'm saying people.
I saw Snoop Dogg be on trial for murder.
Yes,
and eventually hang out with Martha Stewart.
This is 2 different things.
I don't put nothing past nobody.
But putting your hands on a woman on videotape is different than you heard. And even with OJ, he was able to get away with it because we didn't see nothing.
But OJ was never the same OJ after that happened.
He wasn't. That's my point.
But it also, this is a different.
That was his fault too, though.
Who?
I'm talking, even before
OJ became but that was always
he was wild.
He became more of a. OJ was never a nigga until the trial. That's when he realized he was a nigga and he started doing nigga shit. Before then, OJ was a white man before that.
R.I.P. Because
I'm just saying OJ was moving like a white man for the longest.
I still say he did it. God damn it.
I say he didn't. The court said he didn't. He didn't do it. I'm going with the court of law on this one.
God damn it.
But I'm saying, but Diddy can't come out trying to move like that.
Why not?
No, okay.
This is what I say.
You think
this is what I would say.
If he get out, he's still gonna be on probable bail. They ain't gonna let him out.
No. It ain't gonna be. No. Hold on. Wait.
This ain't if they let him out early, they're gonna give him like 7 years suspension.
But it's not gonna be.
7 years like probation.
Well, he gonna have to see a parole officer.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be like champagne toast and shit like that because you can't drink. I'm assuming you can't drink liquor and shit like that, right? So I'm sure it's probably gonna be like a. He's gonna play it to the social media side, right? He's gonna have all the people have their phones out, and you know we can all record each other at the Diddy party.
They're gonna do a prayer. It's gonna,
you know what I mean? You gonna make it look
man,
like you gonna make it look like what it is.
Look at me right now.
I definitely see the prayer.
Y'all also push back on the Big Meech thing, and he back outside. By the way, he calmed down for like 3 weeks. He's back outside again.
Yeah, that shit that happened. Cause I'm sure his son was like, "Hey nigga, hey, wait till this BMF pop off."
Big Meech is back out. I just seen pictures of him just 2 days ago.
You gotta sit his ass down. That's crazy. He looks so regular.
When you get out of jail,
like a light skinned fat nigga, just regular. I'm like, damn, dog, you really ran shit, and you can't do shit. Like, yo, like, you know what I mean? Like,
you shouldn't start back selling dope. So
I'm not saying selling dope. I'm not saying selling dope, but it's like, nah. But I'm just
what
saying,
he
like,
supposed to do?
Like when he
wasn't doing shit but selling dope.
Clip you just saw. Please tap in and check out Just Posted. We just kicking, talking that good shit, and we fuck with y'all, man. Y'all be easy.